Hey everyone, welcome to another video. And today I want to talk about something that I have thought about 8 months ago or so, which is a new way to control video games when you play them. So this is what we have usually, of course. We have the standard mouse and keyboard, or we have the controller, something like this. I don't have an Xbox controller, so I just have this one. But yeah, you use this joystick for movement, and this one for the camera usually, of course. And on the keyboard you use WASD for movement, and this one for looking around, right, for the camera. And I think that there is a better way. In fact, there is this right here, which is the Azeron Cyro. You may have never heard of this thing, but it's pretty special because I have found a secret way to use this to better play 3D open world games. Okay, so you have here a joystick and you have a mouse. So it's both a mouse and a controller and a keyboard essentially, because it has I think 16 buttons over here and a scroll wheel. Also, it has a 5-way switch, so you can push it up, down, left, right, and down. Press it down, So, what makes this special? Well, one alone isn't really that special because it's just a mouse. You use it like a normal mouse, but you have the ability to map this one to whatever you want, and you have a lot of extra buttons. So that's pretty cool already. By the way, this isn't sponsored by Azeron, but yeah. What if you had two of these? If you had two of these, so one in this hand and one in this hand, you would basically have a controller because you have two joysticks, but you also have a ton of buttons which you can press with your 4 fingers over here, right? Okay, so how is this gonna make it revolutionary? Well, you still have two mice on top of the joysticks. So what you can do is map one to the camera, map another one to the movement, and you can use the mouse input. So when you move it on the ground like this, on the table, you can control two reticles on the screen, right? So that way you can basically dual wield a gun. And since you also have these buttons, you can of course shoot and do all other kinds of actions. And yeah, that's basically my idea. You have one hand, you can control one hand if you're playing like a 3D open world game and it's first person. You use this to control one hand and this to control the other hand. Okay, so what games would this be useful for? Well, I mean, think about Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, right? You have you can dual wield in the game, but you can't independently control each gun. So, but by having two reticles, two mouse inputs, you can. Now, obviously, I am aware that there are 3D headsets and 3D controllers, I don't know, Valve Index or something like that. But this would be like a nice in between just a standard keyboard and mouse, I think, with a controller. So like a 3-way split between the three, I think. And also the VR possibilities that we have right now. It would be like the best of both worlds, because you can sit down while you play, but you don't have to wear the helmet all the time, the glasses all the time. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Now in my next video, I actually want to talk to you about a game which I have been thinking about for just as long as I've been thinking about this idea I just told you, basically. And I just want to give you an example of how this could work, because I've thought about this a lot and I think this could very much work. So thank you for listening and see you next time.